In this unit, we'll talk about the basics of how QRadar SIEM collects security data. We will talk about how QRadar can collect event and flow data, as well as how it can incorporate vulnerability data from either QRadar Vulnerability Manager or from third-party scanners. In this lesson, we'll focus on the collecting and processing of log event and flow data. An important step in processing log event data is normalizing the information into a standard format. In QRadar, an event is a record of some action either on a system or a host. Aspects of the event can be represented in multiple ways. Consider how an IP address may have a different label depending on the log source type. Normalization is an important first step in the processing of the data. There is a process for managing information we receive from log sources. First, the log data has to be collected from the source. This can either be done from the source actually transmitting the log information via protocols such as syslog, or the events can be collected using other protocols such as SCP, SFTP, perhaps even a JDBC connection to an audit table on a database. Once the data has been collected, a QRadar component called the Device Support Module, or DSM, includes all of the parsing code required to normalize the raw event data. Once the event data has been normalized, the data is then forwarded on to the event processor. The event processor receives the normalized events and analyzes and stores the information. The magistrate process, which resides at the console appliance, correlates the data from all of the event processors and manages the offenses. QRadar can also be used for the collection and analysis of network flow information. Flow information represents communication between hosts on the network. This information is also referred to as a NetFlow record and represents metadata. This metadata contains information about source IP, source port, destination IP, destination port, as well as how many packets and how much information in total was exchanged. In addition, QRadar has a capability called QFlow collection, which can take this metadata further and include information about which applications were actually being used in this network interaction. The sources for this flow information may be routers and switches or even IPS sensors that generate NetFlow compliant records, or perhaps IBM QRadar's own QFlow collectors, which are specialized packet capture appliances. Once this flow information has been collected, it goes through a similar process as the log event data. It's normalized into a common network flow record format. Then the information is forwarded on to a processor where it's compared against the rules engine as well as stored. And then the magistrate will manage any information regarding offense creation. All the information that's collected and processed by QRadar is also available for reporting. Bundled in with the QRadar reporting engine are thousands of report templates. These report templates address many aspects of auditing compliance issues, such as regulatory frameworks, as well as those built around themes such as user authentications and perhaps even firewall activity.